Hello and welcome to another gear review with me, Anjay. Today we are looking at the beautiful Harley Benton SC Custom in Ocean Flame Blue. So anyone who's seen my channel will be aware that I have reviewed quite a few Harley Bentons at this stage. Not because I'm affiliated to them in any way, but because I appreciate the value they represent and the ability that it gives me to have more guitars that fill gaps in my arsenal, should we say. And the most recent gap that I found was a humbucker Les Paul-ish guitar, but I didn't want a Les Paul. And when I was looking around, this cropped up, which rather than being based on a Les Paul is kind of based on an ESP Eclipse. But before I tell you about the guitar, I thought I'll just go through the sounds, because that's really what you're here for. Now, before we get started, obviously you need to subscribe, you need to get into the conversation below, comment. You also need to check out these awesome little Swiss cheese picks. Not advertising or anything like that for them. A friend of mine on Instagram, Cathal, sent me a couple the other day, and I used it at a gig on Saturday, and it was absolutely fantastic. Probably better than my little red jazz picks that I use normally, jazz 3s. Yeah, so Swiss cheese picks. Anyway, on with stuff. So we're going to start with the bridge, full volume, totally clean channel, some reverb. Both together. And then neck. And whilst we're on clean, it's worth going through one of the little tricks it has up its sleeve, which is the coil split on the tone control. You've got a push-pull pot for the coil split. So here is bridge without coil split. Both together without the split. And neck without, and then with. So a perfectly usable coil split there. Thins it out slightly, gives it a bit more kind of spank, if you want to call it that. But certainly not the worst coil split I've ever heard. It actually does start sounding like single coils rather than just a very, very thin, quiet sound. But this is a beast made for distortion. So let's put some higher gain on and have some fun with it. So back to the bridge. together. And neck by itself. Okay, and then maybe just a little bit of crunch this time rather than full on distortion. So back to bridge, and we'll also try cleaning it up a little bit as well. So on the bridge. So it's not got a great taper on that actually, because once you start getting to the point where it's rolling off the gain, it seems to also roll off a lot of the top end, so you'd probably want to put a treble bleed in. So what we have proven is that this is not a guitar for cleaning up whilst playing. Now, for the majority of people, that isn't a problem, and actually for me it's not a problem because this guitar has been bought specifically to play distorted and play heavy. So let's go back to that, throw a bit of delay on and have some fun, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about the guitar itself. That's fun. Okay, so let's have a little chat about the actual guitar itself. What we have is a three-piece mahogany body with a one-piece mahogany neck that's glued in, veluted neck so the headstock's not going to snap off. Standard tuners, although actually really good tuners that if you saw the unboxing, I took this straight from the box and took it to the studio for about 4 hours and it didn't go out of tune, which was fantastic. You have a Jatoba, I believe that's how it's pronounced, fretboard. Obviously you have the three controls, which is neck, bridge, tone and coil split. Three-way control. And that's about all you need to know about it, really. Oh no, an Alnico 5 vintage humbuckers from Roswell. Top is carved with a flamed maple veneer, and it's a very shallow C profile neck, which plays beautifully. It's a really quick neck with medium jumbo frets and binding. No fret edges whatsoever. Most comfortable neck I've played since my actual Fender Telecaster, and generally a beautiful looking guitar. That's not without its flaws. There are some flaws in the finish with like little bubbles on the acrylic. I say acrylic, I mean whatever it is, the gloss they put on there. It's about, it looks like about 2 millimeters of gloss on top of this. I'll show you a close up of just a couple of those, and some of the binding has some blemishes, so there's a little burn mark on one bit. Keep in mind how much this guitar cost, and playability and sound wise for heavy distorted sounds, this thing's incredible. It really is a beautiful playing guitar. Also comes with strap locks. Not a massive fan of these strap locks. They're these weird little things that you kind of push on, and you have this little pull thing that comes off. But it comes with them, and it's a strap lock, and yeah, that's quite impressive again for this ridiculous price range. Anything else to say about it? Yeah, one oddity about it that I found in the studio, and I might not be able to emulate it here, but there's a weird thing with this kind of wiring configuration where if you've got the volume on full on the neck and not on at all on the bridge, you can hear you're getting some signal through. And I have to turn the neck volume all the way off to actually kill the volume. Now in the studio this caused me quite a lot of trouble because I was using a headstock tuner and I turned all the volumes off at sort of 50 watts or so and hit a chord not expecting to hear anything, and suddenly the sound coming out, which started to get on everyone's nerves very quickly, so I had to put a volume pedal on the floor. Something to keep in mind. Now I think having read up on it, it's to do with this wiring configuration, and I am going to, if I keep it, look at replacing the wiring in this. But that's a minor thing compared to everything else this offers you. It offers you great sound, great value, great looks, and great weight. It comes in at around 9 pounds on scales, which is it's a heavy slab of wood. It gives it good sustain. For me, again, when I'm deciding whether I'm going to buy it or not, I have a bad back and a bad shoulder, so a £9 guitar can take its toll fairly quickly. But no, I mean, it's a really great guitar, plays beautifully, sounds awesome, give it some distortion. And it just sounds fantastic. If you're in the market for a Les Paul-ish guitar with humbuckers for gainy, high gainy kind of playing, you're going to be hard pressed to find better value than this. I love it. My daughter loves it, and I've got a real decision on my hands on whether or not I buy it or keep looking for that Les Paul-ish shaped guitar in the corner of my room. We shall see. Let me know what you think I should do. Do you reckon I should get hold of this, or do you reckon I should keep looking for the same sort of value guitars elsewhere? Let me know in the comments, subscribe, like, and I will see you very, very soon. Cheers, guys.